Joseph Blake, aka Wingbro. On this channel, I assist men in their journey of going from a single depressed incel to a wildly successful Lothario with more options than he knows what to do with. Through the medium of daytime cold approach, but also through nighttime cold approach, we throw the kitchen sink at this thing. We do the lot. But daytime cold approach is the gold standard as far as approach goes. Because if you can pull a girl in the mall in the middle of the day or in the streets, you can do it in a club, you can do it in other places as well. You can do it in social events. It's all easy, boys, once you've got a bit of technique. A lot of what people are missing is knowledge. It's knowledge. People are going to psychotherapy for 4, 5, 10 years thinking it's going to get them the relationship. They're doing manifesting, thinking if they just think out into the universe, this stuff is going to manifest into their lives. Thinking they're writing down their goals, their relationship goals, etc. Okay, it's all fine, but if you don't have a method, you will not get the girl, you won't get the goal, okay? So if your goal is a beautiful, attractive woman who is supportive, fun, and sexual deviant, or one that you can turn into a sexual deviant, that's even better. You're not going to get that without method. So fuck goals, you need a method. I'll repeat that. Fuck goals, you need a method. Repeat it one more time. Forget your goals, man. What is your method? What's your method? I'm talking to you right now if you're watching this. What is your method for succeeding? If you're a single man over 30, what are you going to do, hotshot? You're going to try Tinder? Good luck. There's a few situations in which that's actually going to be effective. And it's basically you go to a non-white country. If you're a white guy over 30, you'll still pull girls on Tinder. But if you're in Europe, North America, you've got no chance, okay? Because the profiles, the girls will screen anyone over 30. The girls that you want, the early 20s, mid-20s girls, they're going to screen guys over 30, certainly over 40. They also screen for height as well. So what you're going to do, you're going to lie about your height. You're going to say you're 6'2", you're 5'7", so that's another thing as well. So the apps are against you. We all know this. It's also fucking basically just a gay way of meeting your future wife, you know, the mother of your children. Is that what you want to do? You want to meet her on an app? How did you meet mummy? Well, I swiped like this, you know? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You don't want to do that. So you're left with other options, daytime, nighttime, and social. And they're all good. They are all very good options for meeting girls. They all have their pros and cons. But the hardest is daytime in terms of the emotional things guys have to get over, the conditioning they have to get over. Daytime's the hardest. So that's why I say it's a gold standard. Nighttime is also, nighttime is not a walk in the park either, because you've got a lot of obstacles in your way. You've got other people there, you've got other drunk guys trying to hit on the girl you're interested in. If you're going out solo, again, good luck at nighttime. It's pretty difficult solo. You want to be in groups. Yeah, you need a method for that as well. You need to be going in a gang, in a pack, and just swirling around and having fun. Cold approach, if you're a methodically minded guy, can be very good for you. I work with guys who are engineers, software designers, programmers, a few creatives, quite logically minded guys, and they really like cold approach because, especially the way I teach it with an absolutely clear structure. This is step 1, do this. This is step 2, do that. This is step 3, do this. Step 4, do that. Step 5, do this. Now you're in phase 6, do this. Now closer, this is how you close, bang. And it's a series of steps, and that's all it is, and it really is that straightforward. It sounds too straightforward, but it really is that straightforward. And the methodical aspect of my method, it is tried and tested. It's the only peer-reviewed method of pickup that I'm aware of. There's half a dozen guys every single weekend, at least half a dozen guys using my method. Or we might get an opportunity to show it right now. I don't know what are these girls saying here. But yeah, it's It's the only peer-reviewed method that I'm actually aware of. Now, I'm in Dominican Republic, mate. I'm from the UK, but I'm in Dominican Republic. But this could go out to US-based guys because it's a little bit late here. This won't get to any of the Europe-based guys. So yeah, daytime approach is a method. It's something you can use to pick up women, and all you need is one, guys. All you need is one fucking set to go well. Yeah, this is something that's worth remembering. If you're in a desperate place right now, just realize with the right training and the right method, literally all you need is one fucking set to go well. Your whole life can change. Your whole outlook can be completely different. Yeah, imagine that. You're probably sitting around, woe is me, I'm not looks maxed enough, I can't do anything. And you don't realize, bro, there are fucking girls everywhere. Look around you, yeah? Look around you, there's chicks absolutely everywhere. It's not difficult. It's not difficult, actually, once you're up and running and you've got the method. The difficult aspects for guys to get going is they just feel so nervous that it's absolutely crippling and debilitating. That's how I felt before I started. I managed to do some, I was quite good in things like cafes and clubs, really pretty good in clubs, but for some reason in the street, it just gave me like agoraphobia or something. I was so nervous and so stressed by the whole thing that I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. That's why I hired a coach. Despite being really experienced with women and with pickup, I still hired a coach because it was just too stressful to do alone. And since then, I've just gone from strength to strength. I don't know how many approaches I've put in the streets, but I've done it in about 6 or 7 different countries. I've got numbers in all these different countries, and it's been a great form of development for me. It's been a great form of development for me. Quite liberating. There are some limits to it, you know, like how good you have to be to pull off like a 4 set in the middle of a mall in a conservative city and get the girls to come and meet up with you. How much of a bolt out of the fucking sky you have to be is pretty extreme. And I do have that in the locker, but it's not easy streak because you're such an unknown quantity to the girls. So there are some limitations to it, I would say. Familiarity is very good. So if you've got, you know, a social circle where the girls know you, that's actually very powerful as well. But the problem is guys hesitate even in their own social circle. And what conditioning yourself to cold approach does is it basically opens your mind to doing this kind of thing. You speak Spanish, yeah? I'll go and speak Spanish now. I'll go speak to these girls now. I'll go and invite them into my life. Permiso, chicas. Permiso. Un segundo. ¿Os gustaría entrar a mi live? Estoy haciendo un live hasta Inglaterra. Sí, y vi que hay unos modelos aquí. Quería mostrar la belleza dominicana que tenemos. Están haciendo selfies, ¿no? Sí. Sí. Bueno, entra un segundo. Sí.
Está bien. Ella habla.
¿Hablas inglés?
Sí, inglés.
Okay. So we have here the beautiful, what is your name, the beautiful model? Margaret. And your name?
Natalia.
Es latina.
Francesca?
Yeah, that's her second name.
Yeah. Pero yo soy colombiana.
Oh, colombiana.
Sí.
Dominicana.
Sí.
Okay. Tu nombre es ruso? Yeah, so she has a Russian name. She's Dominican, but she has a Russian
Pero
name.
ella es casi italiana también. Ella es casi italiana. Sí.
Your dad's Italian?
Yes.
We saw your mom in Dominican.
Yes.
I know the story. It's a very beautiful story. Yeah. So you're out doing selfies this evening. Are you a model as well, influencer and stuff?
Yes,
She's a model.
Oh, okay. Desfile or just?
Both.
Oh.
I'm mostly on the runway,
Oh,
but
nice.
I'm trying to do more, like photo shoots and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
More campaigns.
So they're just working with you. You wrote them in tonight to help you.
No. I'm just doing, pictures. I like them.
This is the world now. Every time around here, it's like so many people doing photos.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good place to do it, to be honest. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Is she a good photographer?
More less.
She tries.
Yeah.
But she's
Yeah.
good. Her pics are good.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah, bueno, eso.
Estoy mirando como la dinámica del grupo.
Ah,
¿Y sois amigas de colegio, de la universidad?
Familia.
De trabajo?
Familia.
¿Familia? Ah, ok. Ah, su padre tenía muchas novias entonces.
familia.
Familiar.
Ah, cool. So we got some cousins here, primas, no?
Yeah. Sí.
Ah, okay, wow. Look at this. We've got all these cousins here together. Guys, you need to get yourselves to Dominican Republic. Estoy persuadiendo a la gente
Yes,
que la
yes,
República
you
es
do.
un buen país.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you think it has the most beautiful women, República Dominicana? Sí. La belleza.
I
That's
wouldn't,
deep,
I wouldn't say the most beautiful women, but it does have the most beautiful places to be with a woman.
Okay. They're very modest. Look at this. They're very modest. I would say they're pretty much at the top, to be honest. La República.
This is a perfect place for a honeymoon.
Sí, sí, es verdad, sí. Yeah. I travel a lot, so I do my videos in lots of different places. I was in Belgrade, and then Turkey, Greece, Macedonia. So I've been traveling around, and it's nice to be in a tropical place, you know? So yeah. ¿Se van por ahí? ¿Se van por esa dirección?
No,
Or-
por abajo.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, very nice to meet you all. What was your name again?
Margaret.
Margarita. ¿Tú tienes un Instagram?
Yes.
Let me put myself in your Insta because I would like to follow you. I know it sounds a bit. ¿Han sacado el árbol?
Sí.
Yeah,
Ya se acabó diciembre.
yeah.
No more Christmas.
Se termina.
Now it's Carnaval.
Ah.
Sí.
Are you gonna celebrate here, the carnival here?
Nah.
There's a one in. I'm going to the north for that. I'm gonna go to Santiago and La Vega.
A La Vega.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People recommended La Vega, but
Sí.
Santiago is good as well.
Yeah.
I was there a
but
couple years
it's,
ago.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But for the carnival, it's better La Vega.
Uh-huh.
La Vega is like the place.
The place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you been in carnival?
No.
No.
No. We don't like
I
it.
think you guys would look great in carnival. I can imagine you in carnival actually, with like las plumas and like the feathers and stuff like that.
Sí, se la entendí.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been to the one here in Santo Domingo. There's apparently one like on that street here. They say there's a carnival and stuff, but I've never been to that one.
It's better on the countryside.
Yeah.
Like La Vega, Santiago. ¿Dónde más en
En todos esos lugares.
Exacto, cada quien tiene su como que everyone
Su
has
cultura.
their carnival.
The village.
Del day.
You guys, you have like villages. You families in a village here, or
Yeah.
Which one? Which one?
Okay, my family it's from Villa Vázquez. That's
Oh.
like really far
Far.
away. It belongs to
Santiago.
no.
Después Santiago, mi amor, Villavaca. Es un campo.
Pero no, pero Villa
Es en
Vázquez
el
de
norte.
Santiago, Villa Vázquez de
Montecristi.
Montecristi.
Ah, okay.
Villa
Yeah,
Vázquez belongs to Montecristi.
yeah. Okay.
And your family is from
Higüey, La
Higüey.
Vega.
Ah.
Bueno. And her family is of course from Colombia.
Colombiana. Which part of Colombia?
¿Qué parte? Antioquia.
Ah, okay.
Medellín.
Uh-huh.
Antioquia. Medellín.
Yeah.
De Medellín.
I never went to Colombia. Voy el año que viene voy a Colombia. Sí.
Es muy lindo, sí, pero. Mejor a Medellín y a Cartagena.
Sí, se ve lindo Cartagena, de hecho.
Sí, Cartagena es muy hermoso.
Muy turística, ¿no?
Sí, demasiado. Allá donde van los turistas. Medellín. Bogotá, no. La capital no.
A mí me gustó Bogotá. Estuve ahí solo un día.
Es que no hay casi cosas que ver. No hay nada.
Yeah. Pero la gente me gustó.
Ah, sí, uy, el colombiano es muy amigable, muy
Sí.
amable, pero Bogotá no tiene mucha, como si usted quiere ver cosas así hermosas, Medellín, Cartagena, recomendado, 10 de 10.
Fue el precio.
Es así. De resto, ya muy poco, pero Cartagena es como
La playa, la selva.
playa, también tiene una ciudad amurallada,
Sí.
uy, espectacular. Allá demasiado turista, demasiado. Allá en Cartagena es una de las ciudades que más se visita el turista.
Es lo que escuché.
Sí.
Sí.
Que es Cartagena. Medellín también, Bogotá no. Bogotá es feo.
Ah. En serio. Sí, se ve feo de hecho
Es
por
que
la
es feo,
foto.
no hay nada.
Sí,
Y
pero
es muy frío. Bueno, pues usted no lo pero
no, por mí no hace frío en ese continente.
Ah, para ti no, pero es que es feo.
No.
Es feo, no es nada.
Déjame explicarte el tema de mi casa social.
Ah,
So like
ok.
we talk a lot. It's quite nice sometimes to go in the street, talk to people,
Yeah.
because we talk a lot about social confidence. It's mostly guys who follow my channel, so it's mostly like men looking to improve their feeling of confidence, self-esteem, improving their ability to talk to new people. So it's actually nice. Hicimos una demostración un poco. Es como la gente tiene miedo de comenzar una conversación,
Ah,
Sí, soy-
porque es como y
Es
si,
muy
y si la gente me,
Yeah, I think-
me saca
I think
una pistola o algo.
People are afraid to be misunderstood.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when it's different cultures,
Uh-huh.
you can be easily misunderstood, or maybe you can, I don't know, disrespect
Yeah.
the other person without knowing.
Ah, sí.
So you kind of feel bad or nervous to talk with other people.
Sí.
But I think it's great if you just go slow.
Mm.
Like, hi, how are you? Where are you
Siento
from?
No va a ser.
Tú te sientes vergüenza
Yeah.
de hablar con nuevas personas, porque creo que es una cosa que afecta
Ay,
a todo
no,
el mundo
Yo siento que
I'm
o
not-
mucha gente.
a mí me daría pena pronunciar mal las cosas. Hablar
Ah,
más,
ya.
Yo más o menos sé, pero es que entiendo lo que me dicen, pero para hablarlo yo como que, ok. Como que digo, porque esta es más, ya porque está salido más para solar, yo soy la más fácil. ¿verdad?
Ya,
Porque
por la
como que-
experiencia.
Sí, ya tenés más experiencia. Entonces uno que, yo que estoy aprendiendo,
Ya.
pues me da pena. Me da como pena por el tema de como de querer pronunciar mal o no saber qué decir porque apenas estoy iniciando, entonces como bloqueo las palabras, a veces en inglés y español. Entonces como que
Ah,
choque.
Yeah.
pero
Sí,
eso es por el
Sí,
idioma,
sí.
no por el aspecto social.
No, pero
No.
el aspecto, yo soy muy sociable, pero como cuando se trata del inglés yo me vuelvo como que lo entiendo, pero ¿qué más que te puedo decir?
Yo
no
que
sé,
sé
hablo como
hablar
tan
español.
fluido como Margaret, que ya habla más
Entiendo.
fluido ya sí. Yo
Hay
como
que ser una sinvergüenza. Es por eso yo aprendí el español. Yo hice muchos fallos y luego con el tiempo vas aprendiendo.
es que es fácil aprenderlo, pero es cuando uno se como, ay,
Sí.
ya.
Sí, es como diferente el proceso de aprender y luego hablar.
Exactamente.
Se siente como dos cosas
Dos
muy
cosas muy
diferentes.
diferentes, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Y yo lo estoy aprendiendo apenas, yo apenas soy una abuelita aprendiendo, pero es que vea algo.
¿Y te
Yo lo
gusta?
hablo cuando
Sí,
tengo
me
confianza.
encanta escucharlo, yo veo series, películas en inglés, pero me encanta escucharlo, pero para hablarlo yo, ay, es como que me da cosa.
Deberías visitar mi país, Inglaterra.
Inglaterra, ay, yo
Pero
una
tienes que llevar
maravilla.
mucha chaqueta.
Ah.
Hace mucho frío. Vete el invierno.
No,
A mí me gusta por como que los museos y esas cosas.
Sí.
no, ya hay.
Hay demasiada historia. Es un país muy particular, lo voy a decir.
Sí.
Esta isla, yo he pasado mucho tiempo aquí y no tiene nada que ver con mi país, pero me gusta porque es muy individuo. Y Inglaterra es igual, es un país muy individuo, peculiar de una forma, pero es porque es una isla también.
Como muy marcado por su cultura.
Sí, sí.
Y es hermoso cuando algo es marcado por su cultura.
Sí.
Muy bello, único, demasiado único.
Porque tú como que lo reconoces
Y lo
donde sea.
reconoce exactamente.
Y te acuerdas.
Bellísimo.
Evidentemente.
Pero la diferencia entre aquí de República Dominicana y Colombia es la misma.
Ya,
Es la misma, sí.
Es
No
muy
hay mucho,
diferente.
como la gastronomía es lo mismo, solo que cambian los nombres,
Sí.
pero todo es lo mismo, porque también nosotros tenemos un castillo casi
Ah.
parecido, tienen casi historia, lo mismo. Pero sí, obviamente es muy diferente, el hablado, como ciertas cositas, pero cada quien tiene su toquecito y su belleza. Digamos un ejemplo, acá hay playas mucho más hermosas que en Colombia. En Colombia para ir a las playas bonitas hay que ir muy lejos y hay demasiado turismo. Acá hay turistas, pero aquí hay demasiado. Muy pesado.
no, esa playa en esta isla es otro nivel.
No, es que
Yeah.
estas
Es
playas-
otro nivel,
no,
nunca vi una cosa así.
Las playas de
Y yo
acá-
tampoco exploré tanto, exploré como 4 o 5 lugares y yo creo que hay como cientos de playas aquí.
Y muchas,
Ay,
por ejemplo,
muchísimas.
muchas lagunas,
Sí.
ríos, cosas así.
Muchos charcos.
Sí, sí.
Eso tampoco exploré. La gente pone fotos de estamos en el río y cosas. Yo
No.
tengo miedo de eso.
Las playas
de
acá
entrar
es
en
una
el río.
belleza. Que tengan la playa y la piscina es una belleza. Total, yo estoy enamorada acá. Colombia me gusta porque obviamente es bello.
¿Y cuánto
Pero
tiempo llevas aquí?
13 días. Sí, 13 días.
¿Estás de visita?
Sí, estoy de visita.
Ok.
Conociendo la familia de Marga.
Qué chulo.
Mi
Qué chulo.
familia.
Está muy chulo. ¿Y en qué zona, en qué zona vienes?
En el este.
Santo Domingo Este. Sí. ¿Tú también?
Sí, ella
Somos
también.
vecinas.
Ah, ok. Yo estuve antes en Santo Domingo, justo al otro lado del río. Pero está muy cerca. Pero ya estoy en la ciudad nueva. Me gusta porque es cerca de aquí. Muy fácil de...
Fácil acceso.
Yo creo que los europeos estamos adictos a la zona colonial.
¿A la
Porque,
qué?
a la zona colonial. Porque
Ah, sí.
es muy parecido
sí,
a
a donde
nosotros. Pero es como la versión tropical.
Sí.
Entonces,
Uy, sí, es verdad.
sí, a mí me gusta, no siempre, pero muchos días pasar por aquí, tomar un café, pasear. Y nunca me aburro, de hecho.
Me siento como en casa.
Sí, y mejor
Casa
porque...
tropical.
Exacto, mejor por el clima. El clima es increíble. Así
No, y
que,
lo bueno es que turista hay a la lata de donde ustedes viven. Donde ustedes hay bastante turista aquí.
sí.
Hay bastante, uno como que digo, ay, no estoy como tan perdido en una ciudad en la cual casi no se habla del idioma, en la cual estoy como que, ay, no hay un europeo, ay, no hay tal lugar donde uno es, pero sí hay, siempre hay en estos lugares.
Hay mucha variedad
Sí, hay
aquí.
mucha variedad.
Sí, eso sí.
Digamos como que uno necesita alguien y siempre va a haber alguien que va a hablar el idioma o con el cual usted no se va a perder.
Mm.
Ya.
Yo vine durante la pandemia, vine por una semana y me quedé 1 año y medio en la pandemia. Entonces ya casi, sí, ya,
Atrapado.
sí, era eso. Y yo planifiqué,
Pero tú vienes mucho aquí a Santo Domingo.
sí, vengo aquí mucho. Desde la pandemia, fue la primera vez que vine en la
Se
pandemia.
enamoró.
Secuestrado.
Sí.
Se enamoró.
Suele pasar.
Secuestrado.
Sí, era como, ¿por qué volver? En fin, estaba trabajando desde aquí y dije, bueno, ¿por qué volver? Entonces reservé 1 mes y luego dije, bueno, me quedo 6 meses. Y 1 año y medio después dije,
No, pero es
De
que
que ay,
Tampoco-
ahora visita a mi familia.
tampoco quería salir, de hecho era como, no, yo me quedo.
no,
Eh,
ya falta que encuentre una novia.
Y-
Una novia ya perdido, ya no vuelve a Europa por un tiempo.
no, mi novia se fue a Europa, eso fue mi problema.
Ah,
Eso es la tristeza de mi vida amorosa. Yo me enamoré, ella es de aquí,
Ah,
pero
ya tiene.
ella ya vive en Europa. Entonces,
Pero es de aquí.
sí, separamos por eso, porque ella estaba aquí, nos conocimos aquí.
Ah,
Y luego
Ella se fue y lo dejó aquí.
yo dejé para volver a hacer unos asuntos y ella sacó un trabajo bastante bueno en España. Y era como, ay, mierda. Y entonces como separamos y es raro porque yo paso como la mitad del año aquí, en la República.
cambiaron los papeles.
Es un cambio de papel,
Sí, cambio de papeles.
sí. Pero hay muchos dominicanos que salen adelante, de hecho, en Europa,
Sí.
por ejemplo, en España, en Francia, Italia. Esta gente tiene talento.
Porque al dominicano le gusta trabajar.
Sí, son motivados, sí.
El dominicano si ve dinero, con
No
gusto.
importa lo que sea.
Sí.
Con gusto.
¿Y has salido del país? ¿Has hecho algún viaje a los Estados Unidos, algo así?
Estados Unidos no. He ido
Italia, ¿no?
a Italia y a Suiza. Y a Suiza me gustó mucho.
Los dominicanos también están enamorados de Suiza. También.
Es porque como que mucha montaña.
Sí.
Como parece de película, de mentira.
Pero ¿no te parece aburrido lo de Suiza?
No, en verdad no. Porque
No, lindo.
Es que depende de la persona.
Yo soy como un poquito peculiar.
Depende.
A mí no me gusta como que...
Digamos, una persona que sea muy alegre, que sea algo
Ah.
mucho, le puede parecer aburrido.
Exacto.
Una persona que es así como tranquilita, en su puesto.
A mí me gusta, por ejemplo, más los museos, por ejemplo, playa, río, cosas así.
No eres una chica de la discoteca entonces.
Ajá,
No,
para
no
nada.
parece,
Chica
no
de
parece,
discoteca,
de hecho.
No,
No
para
parece.
nada. Eso de yo ir
Me
a
da
sentarme,
sueño.
sí,
Ah,
me mata del sueño.
en serio.
Mala.
No parece
Ay,
latina, la
Dios
verdad.
mío. No, pero hay gente aquí en
No,
todos
no
los
sí,
lugares.
eso es normal. Eso, cada quien tiene como...
Yo prefiero que me digan, ay, vamos a tirarnos de paracaídas. Con gusto.
Sí.
Que ya
Vamos
sale
a
limpia.
vamos a una discoteca.
Nah.
Gracias, no.
A mí todo me parece chévere.
No.
Exacto.
Mientras que salga de mi casa, vamos, hay que probar de todo.
Yo soy de los dos mundos.
Sí, ajá.
Me gustan los dos.
Hay
Yo
que
soy un
pro-
poco como eso, sí. Me gusta a veces
Hay
la
que
discoteca, pero
experimentar,
me gustan más
conocer.
cosas del día, de hecho.
Sí.
Hoy en día más del día, sí.
Sí, sí.
Me gusta como conocer, experimentar, salir por aquí, contar historias. Digamos que un ejemplo que me diga, ay, ¿qué te pasó? Uno cuenta una historia rara, con lo que sea, con lo que pasa. Siempre pasa algo, hay que salir. Pero Margaret, si vamos de discoteca, no.
Yo tengo que pensarlo
Ah.
mucho.
¿Te estresas?
Mentalizarme.
Me aburre. Sí.
Ya soy.
¿Y te gusta el café y el vino, cosas finitas así?
Realmente a mí no me gusta el alcohol. Yo no.
Ah, no.
Pero sí me gusta el café. Sí me gusta como el café y probar como... me gustan más como tal vez los cócteles.
Ah,
Que
sí.
son como más interesantes. Siempre
Sí.
tienen un sabor diferente. Cosas así.
Ok. Hay buen cafés por aquí, de hecho.
Sí.
Café barista, hay varios otros también que son chulos.
Bueno, fue un placer.
Sí, un placer,
Tenemos
Marita.
que llegar.
Mucho gusto de conocerte y bueno, te voy a seguir y eso.
Bueno, bye.
Que tenga buena noche. Gracias. Ciao, ciao. Okay, guys, so yeah, it's a bit of Spanish demonstration there. That was quite an interesting convo. Let me just break that down for anyone watching. This is the thing, right? So by the end there, I'm just having a normal conversation. And that was interesting because I was like, I felt, because it's a 3-set, I sort of felt like I'm in a position which is not the easiest. Like, 3-set here. No,
Tremendita cappuccino.
no tengo nada.
Tremendita cappuccino. Dime ya.
¿Cappuccino de qué?
Tremendita cappuccino.
Ah,
Oíste, tremendita cappuccino.
no te entiendo, man. So we got
Ay, no te tú sabes.
it's a little bit of a drunken lady here. So it's a 3-set, right? And that girl, I don't know if you saw her, Margarita, she's a model. She's fucking stunning. I mean, that's just honestly, that's day after day out here. I'm not even joking. That's just day after day. I don't know if you saw it, but if you see her in Europe, that's a straight 10. It's a straight 10. Absolutely no doubt at all. Absolutely no doubt at all. And anyway, so it's a 3-set. And I felt in the moment, I was like, I've got a lot to do here because I'm trying to get you on a live. Let's go in there, smooth, talk. And I somehow felt I was underneath the situation, but I'm used to it, so we'll just carry on going. And I said something at the end about having a girlfriend. It was my ex-girlfriend. It was interesting because immediately the girl who was the cousin, like, looked at the other girl like, oh fuck, he's got a boyfriend. It was like they'd clocked my approach, like, I don't know. And she was like, she was kind of, it was so interesting. They had a frame that I wasn't even aware of. I was like, I didn't realize, but I'm like, I've already won. This set I've already won. I didn't actually realize it. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. Interesting. Because interesting, even for someone like me who's experienced, right? I don't realize that girl was like very interested. And not only that, her friends knew that she was interested as well. And I'm like, am I supposed to be fucking psychic? So, I mean, one of the things to do is just assume interest. Just assume interest. I think it's hard to do, you know what it's hard to do for me here? So maybe some of you Western guys will relate to this. You've been so battered by negative responses, perhaps as a young guy, or perhaps just going out in general, just so abused by negative responses that you're almost like, you're not expecting a negative, but you're like, you know, I'm just in the middle. If it goes well, I'll recognize it and I'll take it forward. If it doesn't go well, fuck it. It's not like the first time I've heard the words no. But yeah, interesting just there because they were all premium. The fucking Colombian one was fucking fit as well. But yeah, I was basically very well received just then, and I didn't even fully know it. So if you get any positive feedback at all, and this is just a note to self, I already know this, but with clubs, I already kind of applied this, but in the daytime, I don't know, there's no alcohol flowing, there's less obvious signals. If the girl is still stood there in front of you, it's on, in my opinion. If the girl is stood there in front of you, it's on. So just keep moving it forward. Yes, she may say yes, she may say no. I was like, that was so interesting there. Like, that was a full on, the girl's like definitely very interested. It's fucking fascinating, that was. Anyway, Doesn't mean too much, but I still got a little Instagram close. I'm on obviously this live, so I couldn't do a number close. But yeah, there you go, boys. That's what it is. That's what an approach looks like right there. Just going over to some girls, talking to them, and having a phone doing a live like this, it does give a little bit of an interesting introduction. But at the back end, on the closing end, it's a bit more difficult. It's hard to project much. I was giving the girl a bit more eye contact than what I liked, but it's hard to project much sexuality into it. Just realize as well, you know, we were actually talking about it in Spanish there. It's like, the girls have their own, sometimes, difficulties with people approaching them and stuff like that. Some of them are super extroverted, some of them aren't, you know. So just realize as well, they've got their own shit they're handling. And we were talking about having a method earlier on. That was fairly methodical. Open compliment. So I made the comment about beauty early on, so it establishes that I'm interested in it. It's basically like, it's fucking obvious, right? I'm not trying to hide it, I'm making it obvious. Relatively obvious anyway. And then get into a conversation, get some logistics, whereabouts you live, and then just have a bit of banter with them, and then close at some point. The only thing I didn't do there was actually to set up the date, which, I don't know, it was kind of like, hesitated there, maybe because of the friends or something, I don't know. I should have set up the date, so there's a learning point. We'll see what happens with that one. It's the main thing is getting the contact. If you got the contact, then it was a long set as well. I'll be surprised if she doesn't get back to me in some form or another. So yeah, doing some not rushing your shots, getting a bit of time, FaceTime with the girl is always good. So quite a contrast between my close on Thursday, where I closed it all after like 1 minute. She almost didn't give me the time of day. Comes out with me, she's fucking doing this fucking striptease in my house, just completely insane. You never know, it's a complete lottery. That girl, we could end up going out, or it could be absolutely nothing. It's just interesting that she very obviously liked me in the moment more than I clocked, and somehow her cousin clocked that as well. Weird. Anyway, we'll continue on with the live. Yeah, it's about method. It's about method. The point of this down and dirty channel, hopefully if you're on these lives, you're actually starting to see, oh yeah, Wingbro's actually real. You know, there's a lot of talking heads out there talking about this, that and the other with girls. I'm actually going out into the street and I'm doing it raw dogging it, you know. There's no and I'm alone as well, like so I'm just trying to fucking hold the camera and do an approach at the same time. It'd be actually a lot better if I had a cameraman with me. So yeah, there'll be a lot more infields coming this year, but hopefully these are little tasters. This is 1% really of what I'm doing. Yeah, basically. And you can do it too. There's nothing to stop you doing it as well. Get a half decent look going on, get yourself out into the street, start training, come out with somebody like me, and I'll just put you through your paces. I'll see 100 details that you'll miss, and very quickly you can be solid. You can be closing, you can be even closing on camera. It's really not that difficult. Girls are heterosexual, they're looking for men, they're looking for an attractive guy. What a way to meet your girlfriend that would be. Imagine if I just went out with that girl there, she became my girlfriend. What a way to have met that would have been. We met on fucking camera, yeah? It's gonna happen one of these days. So you could get going into a session after a few more people around. We'll go down past the... Let me just continue walking through Santo Domingo. What a fucking beautiful city this is. My plan is to die in this country. In like 50 years time, 90 years old, die on a farm. Hopefully a statue made of me. You know what it is? It's also the just to go back to, I'm like there, why didn't I clock that the girl's interested? I mean, she was kind of like positively responding, but I was like, why was it a surprise to me that moment when I was like, oh my God, she's definitely interested. Why was that a surprise? Even though I'm the wing bro and I've done so many approaches. I don't know, maybe I'm just in a bad mood today, to be honest. I wasn't in a good mood when I started this live. It's just been a shit day today, so maybe that was a little bit to do with it. Your mood can colour your expectations, because there's other days I go out and I'm just like, I do feel completely bulletproof. And that's a lesson in of itself. That's a lesson in of itself. You do not need, I was saying this to a friend yesterday. You don't need to feel good. You don't need to manifest. I didn't feel great tonight. I didn't feel great going into that set. I just did it anyway. You don't, if you've got the skills, it doesn't matter, okay? The best feeling is where you've got the skills and then you're in a good mood and it's all lined up and you've done your visualization. It's all great. That's perfect. I love that. But that's sets like that. That's what I call. That's not winning dirty. That's winning average. But like the sets I do where I'm winning, I'm literally winning dirty. It's like the set is shit. I don't feel good. It's raining, but I'm going in because the girl's hot, and it turns out, and then she doesn't really respond that well. But it turns out I see her the next day anyway. That's winning dirty, right? And I don't know. There's just something I like about it. Something I like about it. There's not many ways for you to actually express the full strength of your masculinity in the modern world. The real fucking balls that you've got, the real skill, you know, the real confidence you've got. Cold approach is something that both develops that confidence and it's also an outlet for it as well. Just think about how imprisoned most guys are in their life in general, you know? Like you're almost in prison at work for a lot of guys. They fucking, you know, hate working in office jobs and stuff like that. Boring as fuck. All this micromanaging bullshit. When I notice, you've got all this woke bullshit, all of these fucking stupid courses people have got to go on. You've got black guys going on like anti-racism courses, black women going on anti-racism and sexism courses. The working world is essentially like psychological torture because of these woke faggots in the UK and America as well. And then you go from that to what? You go home, you go to the gym. Okay, that's good. It's good freedom, but you are effectively like just exercising in a pen. It's not that free, is it? So I think anything you can do to express some sovereignty and some freedom is very healthy for you. Get yourself out hiking in the mountains. Get yourself out with the boys. Get yourself out playing a bit of dominoes. Permiso, ¿puedo grabar un segundito para mostrar? So get yourself out with your boys playing a bit of dominoes here. What a place to play as well, with the Caribbean Ocean in the background. And the statue as well. Muy lindo lugar para jugar aquí. Ciao. So yeah, get yourself out to chat to random people. Not just the girl, obviously the girls, but also chatting to other people as well. Get yourself down to the fucking gun range. Get yourself into the martial arts. Anything that can exercise that inner beast inside you is just healthy, yeah? For your inner, we are animals, right? So you need to exercise that inner animal. Yeah, so anyway, boys, I'm Joseph the Wing Bro. If you're still with me, thank you for joining. What can I say about that one? I'm going to change the thumbnail to get that girl in it, because she was a good looking. Anything else, man? Yeah, let me just finish on this. You need a method in everything. You need a method to pick up the girls. You need a method for improving your self-esteem. You need a method for improving your fitness. You need a method for everything, dude. You need a method for everything. You don't need more goals. I don't really have fitness goals. I just have methods. And I know that if I employ those methods, I'm going to be fit. Yeah? My method is do sprint training once a week, do weights twice a week. One's upper, one's lower. There you go. If I do that 52 weeks of the year, never take a break, guess what? And have a good diet, guess what? I'm going to be in elite shape. Absolutely elite. I don't think about fitness goals. I don't have any. I'm not trying to get to weight X or anything like that. I just apply a method and the results come automatically. And it's the same with pick-up, cold approach. If you have my methods, you'll get my results, basically. You know, I talk about the total full package improvement that we need some guys to be doing. Sort your fashion out, sort your fitness out, make sure you've got a job, have some passions, get some social life and social skills. That's all stuff you should be doing anyway. So it is a full spectrum improvement, but none of that alone is going to actually get you the numbers, get you the girls. What you need is a method for getting into sets and a method for closing. Okay, and that's basically what I give you. And I also give you that emotional support when guys train with me. I do understand, right? We are emotional, guys are emotional as well. I would say I'm above average sensitivity. That's both a strength and a weakness. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a strength because, say something like music, like dance and stuff, I can take to it very easily because of I've got sensitivity in like the way I hear. I've got sensitivity to things. When I'm working with guys, it's very easy for me actually to see where their insecurities are. I see it immediately within usually a couple of minutes of speaking to them on the first call. I won't necessarily say it, but I'll see it straight away. So it's a sensitivity, yeah. And then on the flip side, it can mean you have to make sure you manage your emotions properly, yeah. Some guys who are just like the bulldog, you know, just in the zone all the time, but just kind of like they're just kind of flat on all levels. That is both a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because they're unaffected by things. But it's also a curse because they miss things as well. So a lot of guys, the sensitive types of guys, actually end up in things like cold approach because they've struggled at some point. And it's an interesting journey for guys to go through. I think it's very good for you to, you've got to accept these parts of yourself. You've got to accept these parts of yourself and see them as actually a strength, to be honest with you. The ideal guy is like a guy, for a woman is a guy who is both passionate and strong, but also has sensitivity. That is the ideal guy for a woman. Yeah, I'd say and you want to go more towards the strength angle, but the sensitivity, if you've got it, it's just going to be there anyway, you know, realistically. Yeah, was there anything else? Just talked about methods, basically. I mean, what a fucking place this is. You want to learn cold approach. You want to learn how to get a girlfriend. You're in your 30s and 40s. What do you want to do? Do you want to go on Tinder? Or do you want to come out someplace like this, some tropical destination, some European destination, and go out into the street and just talk to girls? Yeah, that's literally what I do with clients. Yeah, it's literally what I do with clients. And there's guys who've worked with me who they've got girlfriends on their immersions. It's not actually what I'm expecting or even looking for, but it can happen, right? And certainly within a couple of weeks, they can sometimes get girlfriends. So, yeah. I mean, what's better for your balls and your self-confidence? And what's better for a story you tell your children about when you meet someone? What's a better way to do it? Fucking Tinder or that? Who knows? Yeah, meet a half Dominican, half Italian girl, and they're all laughing and, you know, whatever. It's all good vibes. Yeah. So you just keep going. And I don't worship women. I don't worship cold approach. I don't worship getting ass. I don't worship sex, anything like that. I worship God, brother. Yeah? I worship God, and I prioritize honor. Yeah? Honor above all things. However, of course, women are important. Yeah? Love, honor, and God. That's what I'm about. That's the life I want to live. Yeah? I'm not a fucking pickup artist. I learned how to do this to an extreme level of proficiency, which you will see when we actually start to get better infields. You will actually see the level that is out there, and you can get 50% of this level and be super effective. The biggest differentiator with approach between a guy who is, I would say, is like, quote unquote, he's genuinely good at approach. The biggest differentiator is that he can repeat it in so many different scenarios, and it's repeatable. It's not just one-off success when he's with his mates and it goes well that particular day. That's still fantastic. But what really does define someone who is good and someone who potentially could be a coach is someone who is able to repeat time and time and time again and get the same results, and has kind of structure and formula for it, and is also able to do it in a lot of different territories as well. I'm doing it out here in Dominican with Latinas. I've done it in Bosnia, Sarajevo, Serbia, all sorts of different places. Sorry about the noise, boys. Caribbean Ocean here in the background. Just over there. I'm going to wind up the live and then I'm going to walk down the Malecon. Horrible Chinese motorbikes. But yeah, that's what defines someone who's actually good. Now here's the thing, do you need to be good? No, you don't. You just need to be effective. For most guys, it's not worth your time to get to the level of, like, let's say myself or some of the guys that I run around with, where we can just do it over and over and over again all over the world. We're doing it to coach, so we're looking at extreme levels of detail. To be effective, you can get effective in 2 or 3 days, and you know what to do, and you never need to think about it again because you'll be privately wealthy. You will always have options with women. It's just a matter of who and when and how that fits with your schedule. It's just a matter of time. It's inevitable. Yeah, me getting my next clothes is inevitable. It's not a possibility. I'm not going to be waiting. I might come out and do a live tomorrow and get another one, or I might just do it on my own. It's totally inevitable. Yeah, and that is the beauty of this game of cold approach. It's a beautiful thing, boys. It really is. It changes so many guys' lives, and it just takes the fucking burden off. You don't have to worry about women ever again. Yeah, you don't. Imagine that. You don't have to worry about getting a woman ever again. You know that you can get one, right? You absolutely know, with a 100% certainty, you can get a woman. You know it, deep in your bones. Even if you have doubts some days, like I mentioned, I had some doubts in that set there. Who fucking cares? You can still get them. You can still get them. So let's have a look. Yeah, no one really saying too much in the chat tonight, which is fine. If any of you boys see this in the USA, I am running training out here, not this month, but next month in February. I'm going up to the carnival in Santiago. If you want to get off your ass, you're sick of being a fucking incel, you're sick of swiping on Tinder, you're in your 30s or 40s and you're looking at your life going, fucking hell, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing still with women. Yeah, let's just be real. How many guys can do decent cold approach? Not that many. And it can be taught, and you can learn. You can learn very, very fast. If you're an intelligent, methodical guy who's well presented, well put together in your 30s or 40s, you're looking for a way to meet, a method to meet a beautiful woman, what you're going to do is you're going to meet many beautiful women. You're going to date a number of them. I'm not saying you're going to be some kind of massive playboy who's got a harem of 10 girls or rotation on that bullshit. You're gonna date 4 or 5 different women over a period of time, and eventually you're gonna go, you know what, this is the one. Yeah, and you're gonna meet so many through approach. It's gonna become very easy for you to establish when you feel a connection and when you don't. That becomes easier and easier to do as you get more and more experienced. So yeah, if you think this is something you could actually do, and you've got the wherewithal to do it, because not all men do. Most men don't, to be honest. This is what I'm increasingly realizing. It's a certain type of guy. I think it's quite a normal thing to do, but you just need to have a little bit of mental strength. You don't have to be crazy, but you need a bit of mental strength, a bit of intelligence, a bit of social savvy, and a decently put together guy. If that is you and you currently don't have any options, trust me, like this is something that will change your life. That's who I'm trying to reach out to, is the guys who are out there who are underperforming, who could have options, and they deep down they know they're really solid guys, but they don't currently have the options because they don't have a method. They lack the confidence when it comes to this social stuff, an extreme level of socialization, which is daytime cold approach. Once you knock this out, everything else is a piece of piss. Everything else is a piece of piss socially. So yeah, you see a little demo from me there. There'll be many, many hundreds and hundreds more infields coming over the next couple of years. Get in now if you want to train now. I'm up in Santiago, Carnival, Dominican Republic I mean, it's just, if you like girls like the ones I just spoke to there, like Latinas, mulattas, these types of girls, fuck me. It will be like nothing you've ever seen. I can say that for certain. Santiago Carnival will be like nothing you've ever seen. And a lot safer than Brazil as well. So I'll be training at least probably one guy up there during that month, which is the month of February. I'm in the DR right now. If you're interested, you can get in touch. I'll also be running immersions out in Europe as well, but you've got to be the right kind of guy. So don't get in touch if you're a time waster. Don't get in touch if you know you're basically a pussy. To be honest, you can be scared shitless when you come to work with me, and I promise you, I'll get you into the sets. The guys I respect are guys who go, yeah, I'm scared shitless, but let's fucking do it anyway. You're not a pussy if you do something when you're scared to begin with, or you've got a bit of fear. Some guys are completely shitting themselves, other guys have just got a little bit of fear. You're not a pussy if that's you, yeah? You're a pussy if you won't even get to the start line and you bitch and moan and you won't do anything about it. Then you're a pussy, yeah? But guys who go in, I have massive respect for, because I know what it is, yeah? I know what it is for beginners, yeah? So I do have a massive amount of respect and empathy for. So you have the wing bro solidly at your side, like the greatest wingman on earth, to be honest. You'll have me at your side, and you will very rapidly make your transformation. And then you can just move on in life. You don't need to think about this shit anymore. You don't need to think about it anymore. You're done. Women are sorted. The woman question is done. You can think about other problems. Pretty much a guarantee within 12 months you're going to have a decent girlfriend. It's pretty much a guarantee. If you go out every weekend and you do the stuff I tell you to do, it's pretty much a guarantee. Had guys get girlfriends, as I said. We had Ethan, who lost his virginity at 37 years old with Asperger's syndrome. Oh, you know what his secret was? 2 things. 1, he was consistent. 2, he had me. Those are his 2 secrets. Consistency and the wing bro. Yeah, or just a good trainer, yeah, alongside him. And that's what got him the result after 20 years, 2 decades of frustration. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That's the program. And there'll be other things coming through as well. I'm going to be starting a school community as well soon. So I'll let you boys know about that. That'll be lower ticket, lower cost, but it will get your foot in the door. You'll be able to learn bits and pieces. Boys, I've rambled and ranted. Hopefully this has been useful though. I'll catch you boys in the next one. This is Wingbro. Peace. Josefsky here under the Dominican flag, La Bandera, La Patria.